Welcome to this screencast. We're looking at answering a 9-mark question for Edexcel GCSE Business. And this was a past exam question with a case study for Ocado. Like all 9-mark questions, you are given two options and you need to pick one. And we advise you to do a pro and a con paragraph only for your chosen option in order to provide a balanced argument, and then a sophisticated conclusion. And the easiest way to make a sophisticated conclusion is to write about the short-term impact for the business and then the long-term impact for the business. Here in the case study, I've highlighted in yellow all the different contexts given to you which are not in the question. Now, in the question, they do mention that it's an online grocery market, so they use the word grocery. So I did not put grocery here in yellow, because using the word grocery shouldn't score you points for context as it is given to you in the question. What you're looking for are context not repeated in the question, but is part of a case study. We've got name of product, Heinz. We've got name of competitors or other grocery markets working with Ocado, Marks and Spencer's and Asda somewhere else. We are given some figures: 60% excellent trust rating and 40% increase in sales. And then some ideas about how much extra orders Ocado can process thanks to having robots and automation in their warehouse. So I'm not going to write the whole paragraphs. I'm just going to highlight my thinking when answering this question. Over here, offering a faster delivery service was the first thing I thought when reading the case study. However, the difficulty here is that the 1 hour same-day delivery service can only happen near one of those automated warehouses, and I thought this starts to become complicated to explain. On the other hand, expanding the product range, there's quite a few clues here given to us within the context, which I thought it will be easier to answer the question with expanding the product range. So that's my chosen option. Now, for the pros of expanding, so my chosen option will be expanding product range. Now, the positive of this chosen option is that we've got a 40% increase in sales. So this means we've got more customers who value the brand. And those customers who value the brand are likely to carry on buying Ocado branded product. If they value the brand, why wouldn't they give a try to Ocado product? So I've got plenty of linked chain of reasoning right there in this paragraph, and I'm starting to use context. So I'm using these figures there, Ocado's own product, that's also given into the case study. And I can move on to my negatives. So the customers are used to branded items, such as Heinz is given to us in the case study, so I'm going to drop that name here, and M&S own brand. So there's a risk to lose them which would negatively impact, so sales could drop. So over here in my second paragraph, I'm dropping the names Heinz, Mark and Spencer's. So in fact, what I could do in here is tick. So we've used Mark and Spencer's. Come on, tick, work. We've got yours, Mark and Spencer's. We've got 40%, and we've got Heinz over here. Right. Now, on to the sophisticated conclusion. Now, this is, in the short term, vertical integration. We've not studied that yet. We'll do that later in year 11. But vertical integration with own brand product would lead to Ocado making more profit. Now, we've not studied that yet, but that's fine. I can use this in my answer. And so more profit, so that would be a success in the short term for the business. Now, in the long term, what we need to consider is they need to keep their excellent reputation. And now I'm going to use the context with 62% excellent rating. Which is higher than their competitors. Such as Asda. And then we can do this with use of technology. And we've got their robots in the warehouse, extra 30,000 orders. So they already know how to successfully handle a lot of extra orders. So if they already know how to do this, they can process extra products. So in the long term, I believe that will also be extra orders, sorry. So in the long term, I believe this will be a success. Right, now I've not repeated myself, so I'm going to be scoring points for my sophisticated conclusion. I've got robots, I've got the 30,000 orders. So I've got 5 linked chains of reasoning or more. And it's balanced. So I'm scoring 3 marks for the analysis. My sophisticated conclusion, 3 marks for the conclusion, which adds to the argument without repeating what I've already said. And then in terms of a context, it's used throughout. Here, the short term, I've not managed to drop something doing this reasonably quickly. So it's going to be 2 or 3 for use of context. All right, I hope you find this interesting, and I look forward to reading your work in the lessons. Thank you.